What is happening, guys? Tarnished up here with another bloodflame build. I did a bloodflame build in my last video, but it was with hammers. If you guys want to check that out and show it some love, definitely would be appreciated. But this time we are using colossal greatswords, and of course I wanted to start I wanted to use the guts greatsword as it's known in the Souls franchise, because of its raw physical damage output. I mean, it's so crazy. Let me show you guys real quick. When you get it to plus 24, and it's at plus 24 by the way, because I didn't feel like getting ancient whatever dragon stones, the physical damage output with a scaling is at 341 plus 452. That's insane. And then you also have the ability to put a blood affinity on this greatsword, if you guys aren't aware. And I'm at 17 arcane, and look at the blood loss buildup on this sword. It's 121. That's crazy. All right, with 17 arcane. So yeah, so this is my Blasphemous Banished Knight build, and now let's get into a little bit of showcasing the incantations we use for this build. All right, guys, so the first incantation that we are using is Swarm of Flies. All right, and I love using Swarm of Flies because it's a good tracking spell, and it does bleed damage, like insane bleed damage. Let's see if we could, how many casts it takes to proc bleed on this guy. Okay, so it just took 2 casts to proc the bleed. Oh, 3. Okay. And this spell is great for, especially for enemies who love to dodge a lot and move a lot. And when you're in a hurry, we don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to get in and out, and just do our thing. Okay, so usually I'll start a combo with Swarm of Flies. We'll go into Blood Boon and then Stone of Gurranq. So I'll just show you that real quick. I mean, you guys saw it in the intro, but I just want to showcase that real quick as I'm speaking. Swarm of Flies. I'll probably cast 2. Do a quick Blood Boon, and then Stone of Gurranq, and then just totally melee them, and bam, there you go. So as showcased, the second incantation we are using is Blood Boon. Now, I like Blood Boon a lot because it has that range, right, that we need. That, like, for example, if we're at a distance from the enemy and we have an opening, we could just hit them with that. It procs bleed as well, and it stops them from moving, which is very interesting. However, sometimes they can still move out of it, as you just saw. It's also a great AoE attack. Definitely, if you want to do some crowd controlling, I definitely recommend this incantation. And last but not least, we have Stone of Gurranq, as has been showcased already. Again, another spell or incantation, however you want to call it, that has great range, and it hits hard for very low cost to FP, and it casts very fast. So just something to keep in mind. I also, for the bigger enemies, I use pest threads, for example, like for the Elden Beast or Moog or the Godskin apostles. Definitely love pest threads because they love to dodge as well, and I find that Swarm of Flies isn't as fast for tracking the Godskin Apostles, so when I'm fighting them I use Pest Threads a lot. So just in general, for the bigger enemies, Pest Threads is amazing. And bloodflame talons I use just when I'm out in the world, just attacking regular enemies. After I break their poise, I'll just use bloodflame talons on them real quick. And bestial sling I use not so much. I'm probably gonna take it out because I was just testing to see if I wanted it, but I'm just gonna take it out. I really haven't used it with this build. My main spells are bloodflame blade, Swarm of Flies, blood boon, stone of Grank, and bloodflame talons here and there, and as well pest threads as well, so here and there. So those are pretty much the main incantations for armor. We are wearing the Banished Knight helm and chest piece, but because I didn't have the endurance to wear the full set with the 2 Greatswords, I went with the astrologer gloves and twin greaves, because that's what I could do. For talismans, we got the fire scorpion charm, the claw talisman, which enhances your jump attacks. Forgot to mention the fire scorpion charm enhances all your fire attacks, whatever you got with fire, whatever it increases it, whatever fire damage you do. Shard of Alexander to boost my attack power, and the Flox canvas talisman, which you can get while doing Millicent's questline. There's a whole journey to that, so you guys might want to look up a guide, or maybe I'll make a guide for it in the future. But I did notice that when I don't have this talisman equipped, the Stone of Grank doesn't do as much damage. So definitely worth considering. Now, for seals, I do rock the claw mark seal because of the bestial incantations, and I also didn't see a significant drop with the blood flame incantations by rocking this seal. So and I also rock these seals because it has that B strength scaling, so just another plus for this strength build. So other seals don't have that, so this is pretty amazing. And that is pretty much the build. So you guys can go unga bunga on anything you wish, and I hope you guys have a good time with this build. Just something different, you know. I just wanted to, instead of just doing another strength blood flame build, I was like, you know what, how can we switch this up, you know? And then I was like, ooh, bestial incantations synergize very well with strength, right? And I was like, why don't I just throw in some bestial incantations along with the blood flame? So I will definitely be curious to see how you guys apply this build, use it, and it's pretty fun. I definitely love the damage output on it and breaking stances. Oh, and speaking of breaking stances, I forgot to show my physique. So for the physique, I use the Flame Shroud and Crack tier and the Stone Barb Crack tier to break enemy stances as fast as possible, especially on the bosses with bigger health pools and all of that stuff. This helps a lot. So, and that is the build, guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Definitely leave me a like and a comment, and if you like these types of videos, leave me a subscribe. I definitely we'll be making more build videos, and not just Elden Ring build videos, but Dark Souls videos as well. For those new to the franchise, From Software franchise, I will also make Bloodborne build videos and some Sekiro build videos. And yes, there are builds in Sekiro. It just depends on how you define builds, okay? It's all perspective. So anyway, that'll be that. If you guys enjoy that kind of content, then definitely drop me a subscribe. I'm a small channel still, so if you guys could let me know like what I can improve on, give me some criticism. I take criticism very well, as long as it's not offensive language, so, or you know, put downs or whatever. Anything that can help me improve, guys, I would definitely appreciate it. If you made it this far, big thank you for your time and just for checking this video out and my channel out. So anywho, take care guys. I will talk to you in another video. Bye.